Greetings, guys! As you might have seen by the title, I have played Bayonetta 2. I'm quickly going to talk about what I also played in about 5 seconds. I've played Super Mario Mario World 3D. I saw Mario Kart 8. Played Sonic something on 3DS and it wasn't really good. It was probably good if you like Sonic. I don't like Sonic, so it wasn't really good. And is that all I played? That can't be. Oh yeah, I saw Dark Souls 2. The rest was cancelled. I went to Firstlook and it was really horrible. There's barely anything to play. PlayStation 4 wasn't really. It was like a line of like 8,000 people. It was like a 5-hour line. Sorry for the grainy footage, but my lamp is kind of fucking with it. Look at the Metroid shirt. You like that? Yeah, it's Metroid. I kind of like this shirt. It's from Red Bubble, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be drinking my coffee while recording this because I just came back and I thought it would be a good idea to quickly make this video about Bayonetta 2, not 1, but 2, on the Wii U. So you guys can, so I still have it fresh in my memory, because I forget those things. Weird. Anyway, we had to stand in line for about an hour and a half, I think it was, to play it, and I got to play it for 20 minutes, which is pretty long for a event, convention, something like that. I got to play the entire demo that's already been on the internet. And in my personal opinion, I'm first going to start off with what I really liked, and then I'm going to finish what I didn't like, because there were things I didn't like. First off, it's just Bayonetta. It's obviously Devil May Cry 6, 7, whatever the number it should be by now. Really tight gameplay, 60 frames per second, looks gorgeous. The TV we were playing on was really bad, and it looked a bit grainy, but I played it on the pad. And that looked really good. It looked really good. It was also 60 frames per second on the pad, which is pretty impressive. Controls were okay. Fluent reactions, everything looked good. Enemy designs are beautiful. Really up close, they're still beautiful. Animations are good. Enemies have lots of varied attacks again. The Umbra, I think it's called Umbra mode. Umbra really, there's some sort of sexual term for it probably. And that was pretty cool, sort of, but it's also a flaw that I'm going to mention in a moment. Enemy designs were cool. Bosses were really big and powerful and cool. I fought the entire demo, and the final boss was really good. Like that summon you had in Bayonetta 1 that claws at the building while you fight it. That's really cool. And by the way, there's the Shogun Falcon Megazord. Oh yeah. That aside, it just looked gorgeous, and it was just more Bayonetta. It was more action. You could switch weapons on the fly. You still had only 2 slots, like 2 weapon sets you had. You could still use items. I couldn't access any form of menu. There was still a tutorial, which was kind of akin to the original tutorial in Bayonetta 1, which was good, I guess. It worked. Design was really cool. Bayonetta actually looks kind of better with the new design. She looks younger, a lot younger. I didn't notice until I played it that her design is the same, but different, but it's still recognizable. Jean looks really different, like complete redesign, barely recognizable. And she actually joins in on the fight, kind of foreshadowing the co-op, I think. She shows up and helps out. And for the rest of the gameplay is just more of the same, which leads to the flaw. It's just more of the same. It doesn't feel like Devil May Cry 3 and 4, there was a big jump still. Like, it was jump technology, you could suddenly do style switching. Like, gameplay mechanics evolved to the next level. Like, it was still a rushed game. I mean, barely any levels, 2 characters, Nero being completely fun to play, but sort of worthless compared to Dante. Like, Nero's way too simplistic compared to Dante, but that's a story for another day. Bayonetta 2 just felt like more of the same. There was nothing new except Umbra mode, and Umbra mode was a bit of a disappointment in the fact, like, it looks real cool, it's really visual, like, every attack becomes a wicked weave, like that you get those, that your hair becomes a fist and smacks in with tentacles and stuff like that. It looks really cool, it feels really powerful, but the downside is that it doesn't change much. You do a little bit of extra damage, it takes up 1 energy orb, 1 magic orb, and it kept giving me it as a pop-up, like, it's ready! Use it! Press this button! And it's like if the screen you're looking at, like, this is the screen, it would be like somewhere like this. It would be like this big, my finger on the screen, like, press Umbra. Could be a demo thing, probably could turn it off, it was really annoying. It changed a few move sets a little bit, but for us it was just the same. It felt like a really lame Devil Trigger mode. I don't know. I'm maybe they'll do something more with it, but most of the gameplay felt the same. Like probably co-op will be the biggest difference because Devil May Cry 3. The thing I remember, like I love the game, but what I really like about it is that sometimes I play it with co-op. It's hard to set up, but once you get it going, it's really fun. So maybe they can do something with that here. And being a Nintendo game, it's obviously going to be split screen. You're always going to be played with multiple guys, so that's fun. Taunting is horrible in this game because apparently it took me. I never played Wii U, but the controls are really, really slick, so I instantly grabbed it. But taunting is now by pressing a thumbstick, and not the camera thumbstick, but the movement thumbstick. So when I tried to do it in combat, sometimes Bayonetta would just like. I tried to taunt, and said she moves, right? And her taunt was still the same, like, at least in the demo was still the same, like, oh, you want to touch me? Sorry about that painful mental image. That was really kind of disappointing. It was more of the same. I think that's what disappointed me a bit. I was hoping, like, that, because this is the first Platinum Games game that I've played a sequel of. Like, I played through Beautiful Joe 1, I thought it was okay. Not really big a fan because of the puzzles and the platforming. So I never got to play that sequel, but from what I'm hearing, it's not really that well received by the pro action players. I'm sorry that I did this because I actually mean that in a good way because I like pro action players. Sorry about that. So this is the first Platinum Games game that I played that had a sequel, so I was kind of like expecting it to be like this new step in I don't know, the evolution of the game, I guess. And it turned out to be just more of the same, which is both good and bad, because I could just play Bayonetta 1 again. Sort of. But still, it looks really sweet, but as from what I saw right now, unless you're really like, I want to play it again, and I'm gonna play it co-op, you're better off just playing Bayonetta 1, I guess. Just play that again, and maybe try some handicap runs on it. Because so far it's just really the same game again with some added graphics, smooth frame rate, which it had on the Xbox version actually, and some new weapons and new enemies. Like it's the same thing except with new small things in it that don't change a lot. It's not like Mario World 3D, which is still a Mario game, but it changes a lot of things by the new outfits, which really change the gameplay. Camera angles difference, co-op suddenly. You can sort of hoverboard now and climb walls. Like, it changes a lot of mechanics. And so from what I saw so far, the demo played it really safe. Could be that the main game changes it completely, like that you can suddenly walk on all walls in the complete 3D space. That would be cool, but I'm not seeing it right now, so that's kind of a disappointment. What else can I tell you? I don't know. The flying combat against a gaping dragon going up the building was really cool. Controls were a bit getting used to. They movement in the air, like in the section where you're flying, changes, and it was really hard to, like, sometimes the boss would like back off, like this is again the screen, and this would be like the monster, rah, rah, and then suddenly it goes like this, and then starts rolling around the building, and you can't really reach it. You can sort of walk forward, but not a lot, and it felt really weird. After a few tries, I got used to it. Bosses are still set pieces, meaning between in the boss fight, there's at least 5 cutscenes. We're like, I think 3 to 5 cutscenes in the first boss fight already. So but you could skip them, and it was instant. There was no loading. It was just skip. Yes, okay, let's go. Continue playing. So it's kind of like set piece moments, like, and it felt really awesome. I mean, I was in a stage, I couldn't even hear the sound of the game, so I heard a few sound effects, so there's still audio cues, thank God. But it's just more of the same. Lock-on worked well. I didn't try to control the camera because the Wii stick is up there instead of down there for the camera control, so I didn't try that. I just used log-on and it worked fine. A few moves that I can confirm are back is the red shot kick. I think red hot kick, red spice kick from Beautiful Joe. Up kick, you go, yeah, that you kick upwards. Yeah, that one's back, and the mash kick move is back, and a few other moves make a return as well. You can still hold down buttons to fire the guns. And that's actually it. Like, again, it's a lot of more of the same with the added Umbra power. Executions are back, or torture attacks, and they're a lot less graphic. Like, they're still like, oh, they're going into a chain and getting squished to pieces, but a lot of the more brutal ones seem to have been absent. A lot of ones were used, actually. Like on the wheel and with the torture bench, a lot of them were the same, which was, I was hoping they would just completely do away with everything they had and just really all new stuff. And so far it just feels like an expansion pack to the original. That's what it feels like. It feels like it feels like in not an insulting sense, the Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 version of Ninja Gaiden 2. It changes few things, and Sigma did it for the worst, but this game, apparently, to my opinion, does it for the better. Like, the game is a lot more fluent, combat's nice. They certainly improved the small details, in my opinion. There were no aerial enemies from what I saw at the moment, but they're probably in the full game. Bullets were a lot more effective. I actually managed, when in Umbra mode, if you shoot bullets, they actually do pretty decent damage, which surprised me. But the entire it feels like a tweaked game. Like, it's Bayonetta 1 with a bit more tweaks. But if you don't have a Wii U, like me at first was like, oh my god, I'm gonna buy a Wii U for this game, and now I'm still like, it's a really good game, I love it, but it's not a system seller for me anymore. That will be the Wonderful 101. And probably Super Mario World 3D and Wind Waker HD, which looks so beautiful. So beautiful. So beautiful. I also bought this, by the way. Let's see if I can use the camera. Yeah. Look at this Link. He's pretty badass. I like him. And it's Tetra. And this is a Luigi cap keychain thingy. All this cost me €10, so that's not too bad. Oh, and this is my Carl Finland statue that I got from a friend for my birthday, which is really cool. Fucking love it. So that's my Bayonetta 2 mini review. It's not really a review because I can't really say anything that you don't already know, but it's just my 5 cents. The taunt button is really badly placed. I hope they change that, or that you can change it yourself. Controls were fluent. It wasn't a lot changed, as in new stuff. It was just more of the same, but a little bit tweaked. Bit more cutscenes, but you can skip them. Loading times were really fast. Graphics look beautiful. It looked really good on the Wii U pad. So that's it. Rest of the comments. If you wanted to watch Bayonetta footage, stop now, because now I'm just gonna quickly talk about some other stuff. Didn't get to play the PlayStation 4. Saw Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Both the current gen version and the next gen version. Current gen version looks horrible. Next gen version looks gorgeous. I saw some naval combat and it was beautiful. For some reason Blacklist was there too, Splinter Cell Blacklist. Why would I want to play that? It's been out for like a month or two. And Dark Souls 2 looked really cool. Guy actually got to the Mirror Knight who was playing, but got absolutely stomped by him. Interactive environments were cool in that game. It's looking to be really good, but it also looks to be a bit more streamlined, and that it's a bit more fantasy-like and a lot less realistic combat. Rolls are really long distances, a lot more anime style. I think they're going more towards what Dark Souls was aiming for with its little dark anime style than what Demon's Souls had with its dark German medieval warfare style. And that's all I really played. Mario Kart 8 I saw for like a few seconds and it looked beautiful. It was really like the best looking game out there by far. And Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze looked really good, and that's about it. So, kind of a disappointing day in the sense that it wasn't what I had hoped it would be. There was no Batman Arkham Origins, got cancelled for some reason. And there was also no Watch Dogs, which got cancelled for some reason, which was this big disappointment. Because I'm not hyped for those games, but I would love to see them. You know, and last year there was this Batman questionnaire, which got me a lot of prizes, because I got lots of Batman. I know my Batman. So that when they asked me, like, what's the name of the son of Batman? Damian Wayne, also known as Ibn Ashwaf. Ibn Ashwaf would be his Arabic name as used in the original story Son of the Demon around 1988. I know my stuff when it comes to Batman. I know my stuff when it comes to Batman. So that's gonna be it. I hope you guys liked the video, and if anybody of you wants to know more about Bayonetta 2 in depth, I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. See you guys next time!